What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm excited today because we are finally going to be working on the Procharging Trailblazer. I've been dying to get this thing back in the garage. Just having to work on customers' cars and work and winter time and all that stuff. It's been very difficult to squeeze this thing back in the garage. So finally getting back to it. I mentioned before that I'm going to be putting in a methanol kit, and I got E85 sensor going in, and also the same fuel pump that has been ready to go for a while. I was never able to get it put in. That's going to happen today. So I went ahead and started working on this a little bit to kind of get a game plan together. As far as the methanol kit, what I decided I'm going to try to do, and I think it'll work. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my vacuum pump and move it over about 1.5 inches or so, and that should give me just enough room to mount the methanol pump right there. And I had mentioned before, in case some of you guys are new, this kit came with this tank, and unless I mount it in the back, there's just nowhere for it to go. And it sticks out like a sore thumb anyway, and I'd really like to try to keep everything under the hood if possible. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to use my coolant expansion tank for the reservoir on the methanol kit. And this is actually a pretty big tank. I think it holds right at 1 gallon, which is really large for a coolant expansion tank. And I think that'll work out better anyway, because my outlet on this 3-row radiator is coming out this side anyway, and I've got enough room in this area that I'm just going to make a different expansion tank. So I think that'll work out really good. But anyway, enough talking. Let's get this thing done, huh? Y'all stay tuned. What's going on, guys? It's day 2. I got a lot done the other day. I'm going to go ahead and show you some of that. I finally got the methanol pump mounted. I decided to go ahead and use, like I said, it worked out pretty good, the factory overflow tank or expansion tank for the radiator to feed the pump. And got the nozzle installed, and I went ahead and rigged up another expansion tank with some stuff I had laying around. I may get an aluminum one later, but I think this will work great for right now. Got my fuel injector swapped out, and went ahead and fixed the transmission. You may remember in my video about getting ready for Streetcar Takeover a while back that the shifter was really loose. And it turned out that the nut for the shift lever inside the transmission had come loose, and it had a lot of play in it. So I went ahead and put a new shaft seal there, fixed everything up, got it put back together. So now I've got my fuel tank out. I just swapped the pump out, and I had to get a new filler hose because mine was old and dried out, and it finally decided to split on me when I was taking it off. So we're going to go ahead and get this tank put back in, and should be pretty much done. I got a little bit of tuning work to do. Um, you know, get everything dialed back in, and hopefully get going down to tuning by Jeff here pretty soon. Sounding good, fellas. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, let's get out on the road. Go drive around a little bit. Alright, so we're just kind of cruising around in traffic a little bit. All I'm really doing are part throttle pulls right now. I wonder what the two-step does. Let's see. See if everything explodes. I'd like to see the belt tensioner. Alright guys, I promised to update on the Procharging Trailblazer. Of course, we've been in limbo because of all this, social distancing. I'm just playing. Get out of my face! Anyway, I had to get a new battery. I didn't have a battery in here for a couple weeks because the battery in the Knot 7 just decided to give up the ghost. So, just because we needed the truck at the time, I went ahead and pulled my battery out and stuck it in that one. So I just got a new battery for this one today, got it put in. We actually drove it to the auto parts store. That was cool. But, you know, it's not much we can do right now because nobody's racing, nobody's doing nothing. Can't go to the dyno. So, just waiting. But, she drove today. What'd you think?
Even at the 25% throttle, it's pretty wicked.
Yeah.
It's just a shame you can't give it much right now.
Oh, I forgot about that. I hadn't mentioned that.
Oh.
I'm having an issue with the reduced engine power. And I've got a couple of different throttle bodies and I've been playing with the tune. But every time I go pretty much about half throttle or more, it wants to go into reduced power mode. And I still got a couple of ideas and things to try. I've got a gold blade LS3 throttle body on there right now, and then I've also got a silver blade throttle body off of a I think it came off a GTO. It don't say GTO on it though. I can't remember what it came off of, but it's a silver blade and it looks just like this one, but it's just got a silver blade. But the thing is, I've got a Gen 3 computer, and this is actually a Gen 3 engine that's in here right now. And so I've got this adapter harness. It's X-Link, and it adapts from the Gen 3 to the Gen 4 throttle bodies, because this is a Trailblazer SS intake and a 4-bolt throttle body. And this one is calibrated for the gold blade. So I emailed X-Link, and they told me that pretty much if I want to run that silver blade, I'm gonna have to get the other harness for it. So I think that's what I'm gonna have to do to fix this problem. I was gonna try to take this throttle body apart and clean the throttle position sensor, but I don't really think that's the issue, because when I look at the data log, the throttle percentage and the throttle pedal percentage is very consistent. It doesn't jump around or anything, so I don't think it's an issue as far as the throttle position sensor. I think it's just, you know, the throttle body keeps tripping out because it's not made to hold the boost like the silver blade one. So that's pretty much the only issue I've got right now. And but I want to order that adapter cable. I was trying to kind of wait till to make sure that that was the problem. I'm pretty sure it is now, because that's a $225 little cable right there. So, you know, that kind of stings a little bit, considering I already bought one a couple years ago. So I got the X-Link cable, which you can see right here. I got the silver blade one that they told me I needed. I've got that put in. Obviously, I've got a silver blade throttle body. This is an original GM, like it's not like an aftermarket one or anything. It's a GM throttle body. And I've been all through the tune. I've had friends look at the tune. I cannot get rid of this reduced engine power situation. I don't understand what's going on with it. On the dyno, you know, it did full pulls. Didn't have any problems with it, but as soon as you get it on the ground, and you just go wide open throttle, it trips into reduced engine power. A few weird things is like I can turn the two-step on, and I can put the pedal to the floor, and it'll sit there and bounce off the two-step, no problem. But as soon as I'm driving and I go wide open throttle, it just goes into reduced engine power or limp mode like immediately. So
take a look under here and see what the trouble is. Uh-huh, there it is. A motor.
Trying to figure out what's going on with that. And the crazy thing is before I went with the Procharger, I mean, everything's the same. I've got this is the same engine, the same computer. I was using the X-Link cable before. I had it in there for a couple of years on my gold throttle body. And they were even saying that I probably should have been able to use the gold throttle body with the Procharger. But of course, we all know, most people are saying you gotta have the silver blade throttle body, you know, when you go with boost. So that's why I was thinking, after I've exhausted all my other options, I'm thinking, okay, I'll just go ahead and get the cable for the silver throttle body, you know, put that on there, and that'll be the end of it. But it's not. So.
Sounds all right.
Another $250 I spent trying to chase this problem down. So I'm not really sure what's going on at this point. It's not a traction control issue. I mean, it's a Gen 3 computer. This thing doesn't even have traction control. It doesn't have ABS. All that stuff's been taken out. And I never had this problem before with the same engine, using the X-Link cable. The same throttle pedal assembly is still in the truck that came in it. So that hasn't been changed or anything. So even the TAC module is the same TAC module I've been using. So I'm not really sure what's going on. I'll go ahead and do a cold start because I'm about to move it. So here we go. this one. We'll, as soon as I can make some kind of progress on this stuff, I'll let you guys know. And appreciate you guys watching. And hopefully, like I said, hopefully I can get something going on this thing. This is really driving me crazy. I've never run into this kind of trouble before, so really just don't understand what's going on here. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching and being patient, get this thing together, and I guess we'll hopefully get it worked out before the tracks are open. Get this thing out to the track, run it, get some times, and have some good times, and have some fun, and all that good stuff. Anyway, I'll see y'all later.